In this lesson we will learn about the order by. Order by comes after having and sort the values in the column selected. So we have the select, the columns we want, aggregated fields of the columns from tables, group by these columns, having the filter that we want for the aggregate field, and after that we have the entire table, we write order by that sorts the column selecting in the order by we choose. So we need to remember that order by always comes in the end of the structure, because it takes the entire table that we built and order it by the column that we want. Notice one thing, that the column can be also the aggregate field. We take the new name we call the aggregate field. We have as and the new name, and we take the new name and write it after the order by or the columns. Let's do an example to understand the entire structure. So we have we want to extract a list of all ship country with sum of freights higher than 1,000. So here we are talking about aggregated field. We want sum. The data refer to people ordered after January 1st, 1998. So this is the rows. We're talking about rows. And we want to order it by the sum of freights, descending order. Let's see it. We have the ship country, sum aggregated field, and we call it as a new name, sum freight, from the orders table, where here we are talking about the rows. We want the order date higher than January 1st, 1998. Group by, because we have aggregated field, we have to put group by and put the column, the ship country. Having, because we want to sum the freight, and that will be higher than 1,000. So we take the aggregated field sum after having and higher than 1,000. And all of these we want to order it by the sum freight. And notice that we take the new name, because the order by looks at it as a defined and finalized table. So it takes the new name we gave it and we order it by the new name descending. If we want to order it by the ship country, so we write ship country descending. And at the end we get the ship country, all these countries, the sum of freights per country, and we order it by the sum freight that we created in descending order, from the highest to the lowest. Let's see it in the SQL server. So here we have the entire query, and let's run it step by step. We erase everything and run only the select asterisk from orders. So we have the entire rows. Now we want the ship countries again. Ship country from orders. So let's run it and add the order date just to see it. Order date, and run it again. Now we want only order dates, only the rows that are higher than January 1st, 1998. So where the order dates higher than January 1st, 1998. So if we have 830, we filter it to 267 rows. Only the rows with the order date that we want. After that, let's add the freights. If we add the freights and run it, so we want to, for each country, the sum of right. The order date, we don't need it anymore because we see that we filtered dates that we want. And on the frights, we want for each country the sum of all frights. So let's add sum aggregation and call it as sum fright. If we use sum fright, we need immediately to write group by, because we want to group it by the column, the ship country. We want to sum all the fright and group it by the ship country. So we write here ship country. Now let's run this. And we see that for each of the ship country, we have the sum fright. Now we don't want all the rows. We have 21 rows. We don't all of them. We just want rows that countries with more than 1,000 frights. So we want to have a filter of the aggregated field of the sum. This is why we are using having. And the having, after having, we write aggregated field higher than 1,000. Sum having where rows. Let's run this and we see that we left only 8 rows, more than 1,000. But we want to order it by the sum of fright from the higher to the lower, from the highest to the lowest. So we need to close it with order by. Now we want to order it by the sum of frights. Because we look at this as a final table, we need to write the final name of the columns. So the final name of the columns is the new name. Notice that in having we have to write the aggregated field, the sum, not the new name, the sum of fright. But the order by, this is different between them. If we want to order it by the sum of fright, we need to write the new name, the alias. It's important. Now, we want it as a descending order from the highest to the lowest. So let's write descending and run this. We see that we got only values that are their order date higher than January 1st, 1998, the sum of frights higher than thousands, and they are ordered by from the highest to the lowest in descending order.